Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. Part of being a responsible gun owner is storing your guns safely. And there is a fine line between safe storage and quick access. You kind of want both. A firearm that is locked up is really no good to you in the moment when you need it. But firearms just left out, especially if you have kids or other people coming over into your home, that is just irresponsible. And so, as my own firearm collection has grown, I've gone from, when I first started, I would buy these kinds of cases for my guns. And then I got more and more guns, and I couldn't have 1,000 cases. Plus, really anybody could pick one of those up and walk off with it if they did like break into my house or something. And so at some point I started having to get gun safes, but gun safes are very expensive. And so in this video, I want to bring you guys, well, what it is, it's an Amazon gun safe. If you've ever looked on Amazon for safes, you probably know what I'm talking about. This safe is about 230 bucks. It is not the same thing as a big, heavy, fireproof safe. But for 230 bucks, it'll lock your guns up. And it actually does a pretty good job because I've already had another one very similar for the last couple of years. I bought it. I did a video on that a long time ago. Well, I just got a new one sent to me. It's from VEVOR and it's pretty cool. I'm going to show you guys the safe and then we're going to start packing stuff in it and see if it really does hold the 10 to 12 rifles that they say it does. So make sure you're subscribed and let's get into this safe. So here we are in my bedroom. And this is the new safe that they sent me. The company is VEVOR, and they call it Tough Tools, Half Price, and it's pretty much true. So this is what your keypad looks like. I'm going to type in the combo real quick. And then you hit pound, and it opens up. Very easy to set the combination. And here you can see what we've got in it so far. But let's put some other stuff in here and see what she can hold. As you can see, this safe has, space to hang different kinds of hooks. It's got all these foam things for your rifles. It does have quite a bit of space in it. On the doors, it's got areas for your handguns. It's got a shelf where you can put ammo, suppressors, whatever you want. But let's see what we can fit in this thing, all right? So I've got in here right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 7 rifles. I've got some handguns in the door, as well as some magazines. Here's some ammo up on the shelf, some more magazines. Got my revolver sitting on the back there. You can move all that kind of stuff around. It's extremely modular. And so as you can see, it really does have a pretty decent amount of space. Now, just so we are clear, this is kind of thin metal. This is not something where a real dedicated criminal wouldn't be able to get into it. They would if they really wanted to. But as far as keeping your guns locked up safe in your house, it will absolutely do that just fine. As you can see, there are multiple pretty heavy duty bolts here. There's one in the bottom as well. Let's open it back up. Here you see the keypad. I am not going to show you my code though. But put the code in and it opens right up. There you can see those heavy duty bolts that are used. So I mean, as far as a solution for keeping your guns safe in your home, I think it's pretty decent. And for the price, it's very decent. I've been using a safe very similar to this for a couple of years now, which is why I'm promoting this, because I actually do have some experience with it. But before we get deeper into this video, let's have a very quick word from our channel partner. If you'd like to help support Sawtooth Tactical, the very best way to do that is to click the first link in the description. That link is aura.com/sawtooth-tactical. If you use my link, you get a 2-week free trial. And you can quit anytime, but you probably want to stick with it as I have. What has Aura done for me? Well, I don't get any spam calls anymore. I don't get spam emails. I don't get calls from scammers. What they do is they find all the data brokers that have your information online. They submit opt-out requests on your behalf so that you don't get scammers and spam calls anymore. But they do a lot of other things too. They have a VPN, which just helps to protect your privacy. They've got a ton of stuff, and it all comes in at a very low price. If you stick with it after that 2 weeks, it is only $12 a month. I think Aura is pretty cool because they sponsor gun-related channels, which not a lot of sponsors are willing to do that. And it really helps channels like mine be able to produce this kind of content. YouTube doesn't really like to monetize gun-related videos anymore. And so sponsors like Aura make things like Mark 18 builds possible. So check it out. It's definitely worth trying it out for 2 weeks. Like I said, you're probably going to want to stick with it. I don't have to worry about scammers anymore. I don't have to worry about spam calls, spam emails. And that's been really nice. I use my phone for work, and so I have to answer calls that I don't recognize all the time. And none of them are scammers anymore. And I really like that. So again, check it out. First link in the description, aura.com/sawtooth-tactical. I can almost guarantee that you're going to love it. Check it out. So a couple years ago, I was looking to get my first gun. Well, that's not true. Not my first gun safe. My first rifle safe. I already had some other smaller pistol safes, like real heavy-duty safes, as well as I've got like a quick access one that sits by my bed in case I need to grab my M&P in the middle of the night, just in case. Like I said, you got to find that balance between safe storage and quick access. Storage, and locked up versus staging. Those are two different things. And I think that you need to think about both of them as a gun owner. You gotta, like I said in the intro, you gotta be able to keep your guns safely locked up, but you also need to be able to access them quickly. But once you start getting a big collection, do you need to be able to access all of them immediately? Maybe not. Maybe your home defense guns specifically are staged in a way where you can get to them quickly. And the rest of your guns stay locked up until you need them. I mean, that's kind of what I do. Mine sit in safes, and then when I go to film a video, not all of them, but a bunch of them come out and go on the wall behind me. When I go out to the range, I pull out the ones I need, I put them in rifle cases or pistol cases, throw them in my truck, and I go to the range. And I've noticed that it has been very nice to have something bigger to put a lot of them in. And so the whole reason that I'm doing this video, this company did send me this for free, and I thank them for that. But the reason that I went for it, because I've been turning down a lot of products that companies want to send me to do videos on lately, because a lot of them are things that I don't really think are that awesome. But I have, I've already been using one of these kinds of safes for a long time. In fact, let me just show you a picture real quick, because this one, as you can see with all the stickers on it, I mean, I've had it for a while and I'm getting caught on stuff. And it's been very, very useful for me. My guns get locked up in there every single day, and I take them out as I need them. And that has been nice. Now, these Amazon safes, you do have to assemble them. It's not like getting, a real safe. Let's just put it that way. These come in a big, like a crate, not even a crate, a giant cardboard box. They're packed with foam between all the pieces, and they have instructions, and they are made in Shanghai, and you can tell that the instructions are translated from Chinese probably, but they're very easy to follow. And putting them together, this second one, the one that we're doing this video on tonight, it was very easy. I think I got the whole thing done in about an hour. Did it by myself. And then setting the passcode was also extremely easy. And so I'm going to have a link to these down below, because if you're looking for a safe way to lock up your guns that's not going to cost you thousands of dollars like an actual safe would, this might be a great solution for you. that was kind of my whole point when I got the first one of these, which that one I did buy and pay for myself. And I was kind of skeptical about it. But I put it together and I've been using it ever since, and it's been great. Honestly, for what you pay for these, they're pretty dang solid. And they do lock your guns up safely. Now, if someone broke into your home and had a cutting torch, yeah, they'd be able to get into it. If they had a grinder, they'd probably be able to get into it. That's not what this is. If your house burned down, these are not fireproof. But what they are is a very affordable way to lock up a bunch of guns really easily. And I've been using one for a long time, and it was kind of perfect timing that these guys reached out and sent me another one, because I can't fit all my guns into one at this point anymore. And so, I've had a bunch of them in there. I've had other ones in cases and different things. I do have other safes as well. And so it'll be nice to be able to put all my rifles in between these two safes, put handguns in them, especially because I film these videos multiple times a week. It's a lot quicker to be able to open up one of these safes and just grab all the guns out than getting them from a bunch of different places in order to set up the studio to shoot. And while you may or may not have a gun YouTube channel where you do something similar, it is nice to have all of your guns in the same place. At least it is for me. And so, again, like I said, if you're not looking to spend thousands of dollars on a safe, if that's not in your budget right now, I totally understand. And for less than 300 bucks, in fact, a lot less, 230 bucks, you can get one of these. This is the 10 to 12 gun version. They also have like an 8 to 10 or a 6 to 8 gun version that's 200 bucks, under 200. So I'm going to link these down below, and check them out if you're looking for something like this. I can put my stamp of approval on it because, like I said, I've been using one for a couple years. This new one is very similar, although to me it has an upgraded keypad. I like the keypad better, and actually the assembly process was easier, and it also, even though it's the same overall size as the one that I had before, it actually has more room because it doesn't have, the first one that I bought, it had these weird like corner shelves in it that are kind of nice. I keep loaded mags on those little shelves, so that if, shit hit the fan, I can grab loaded mags for my ARs. But this one, because it doesn't have those little shelves and just has your top shelf for like your ammo and stuff, it just has a lot more room for rifles, which is kind of sweet. So if you think that this is a good solution, or if you don't, and you just like my videos, please give me a like. Let me know down in the comments if you've used these Amazon safes before from VEVOR, the company that we're promoting today, or any of the other ones, and let me know if your experience has been positive or negative, because mine has honestly, for the price, been overwhelmingly positive. These are things that I use all the time. The one I've had forever, and so when these guys reached out to send me one, I didn't even hesitate because it's a product that I already like and use. And those are the easiest kinds of products to promote if it's something that you already like. Anyway, from Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped to get clapped.